this episode of Beer, Blues, and BS. It's just Kidder and I tonight, but that's okay because we got a great show for you. First, we're going to dive into how much do North Dakotans actually drink. There's some interesting results in there. That's a good time. But then we're going to shift gears. We're going to go into hockey, and I'll tell you what, I found a graphic that supposedly says which hockey team each state looks up the most. Kidder's got some strong feelings about it. Strap in. This one's going to be good. You're in a good place. Welcome to the show.
It's Howard Blues and the Mark Kidder. Pour a cold beverage, Puppies, enjoy time with friends.
Triple B! Well, the Triple B sucks. Okay? Oh, come on.
Whatever, man. This is Beer, Blues, and BS. Online at beerbluesbs.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 108 of Beer, Blues, and BS, the podcast that's all about champagne wishes and caviar dreams. I'm your host, Howard Blues, here, as always, with my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mark Kidder. Kidder, how you doing tonight?
Oh, yes, Howard Blues. Thank you for that rousing introduction here on the Triple B show, as it were. It is quite the top-notch show that we have for you as always, so make sure you grab that glass of champagne and just sit back and relax like you're at the therapist office or something.
You know, Kidder, it's always a good start to this show when I throw out my little opening quip and you immediately have something and can improv right off of it. Because, folks, we don't script this. Kidder never knows what I'm going to say at the beginning. And so it's always great when I throw something out there and he gets the reference and can run with it. It just makes me smile.
Now, Howard Blues, we do have the low price of this here podcast. If anybody would like to perhaps dodge us an offer, could go ahead and join us here in the Triple B and have our very own caviar dreams and things like that. However, if we don't, then I guess we just have to keep floating on. It sounds like it's time to get a drink.
Yep, we're not wasting any time here tonight, folks. We're getting to everybody's favorite segment, What's on Tap. Kidder, just from the pre-show, seems like you're having a rougher day than I am. So, what you having, good sir?
Oh,
what? I'll let you drink first.
Well, such a gentleman that you are. I do appreciate that offer there. Let's go ahead and open up the old mini fridge. See what's inside here. I know what I'm going to be having later. There's a brew in here that goes along with some news that'll be coming up a little bit later in the show. So please hold on for that. Right on. I think I'd just go with this one. It seems a bit lonely right here. And in fact, this one courtesy of the Triple B brewmaster himself, the one and the only, the local geek, brings us a little help from our neighbors to the south in the southern Dakota region. In fact, this is your stomping grounds there, Howard. Right here in the Sawyer Brewing Company. Look at that. A classy-looking front of a can there. Pick Your Path Pilsner is what this one has. And I do believe you have one of these as well.
I do, Kidder, but, if you watch the, 2-year anniversary show, you might have noticed a little bit of, at the local geek, because he made me drink a vodka seltzer, orange juice vodka seltzer as our big celebratory drink. So, Kidder, my revenge is just to annoy the heck out of him, and I'm not drinking those on the same show as you are. So, he's going to have to wait and to get my opinion of them later. So,
I was going to say, I could put this one back.
No. You enjoy it now. He's just,
okay.
I'm sure it's going to, not that he's OCD, but it might bug just that little bit, why couldn't they both review it at the same time? Because then I could just like copy and paste and drag the line down. But no, Howard, you're drinking something else.
He might be able to do that next week too, or the week after, and then week after, whenever you drink it.
I got some time. I got some things I can stall.
According to this, we've always been one to pick our own path. I mean, this is right up your alley. This Pilsner is no exception. We deviated off the traditional Pilsner trail using New Zealand hops. Grab a beer and boldly pick your path. And again, this is the Sawyer Brewing Company at 2537 Yukon Place in Spearfish, South Dakota. The zip code there, by the way, 57783. Family owned, operated by wild animals. It's right there. I can't make this up. 5.2 percent alcohol by volume, and it's a Pilsner malt and Pacifica. There's measurements on the label on the can here. And it is 1 pint in fluid. Fluid metric. With metric fluids. Whatever. That is awfully Pilsnery. What we need to do is get Local Geek to get his network of spies across the country who smuggle these drinks up into the nether regions, i.e. where we are, to find some Stone Cold ale. You know, the Broken Skull IPA, the Broken Skull Pilsner. I would be okay skipping the Broken Skull Double IPA. just gonna. Sorry, Stone Cold. I can't. Anyway,
I'll take the double.
It's a nice Pilsner. Nice amber notes there. The lager smoothness underneath it. Hints of the amber and the hops a little bit. You know, solid 3.5.
Good.
5.6.
Good.
Go up just a little bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have, good sir? I bet you're thirsty. Been a long day. You might say that
it has been a week, Kidder. It definitely has been a week. I got to go to Oscar Zero, so that was
hopefully
pleasant.
a good time.
Yeah, I mean, great thing we still have Future Howard. He'll throw some pictures in, Kidder, but they actually had snow still up to the roof in some spots where it had drifted in. In fact, I don't know if you can really see that, Kidder, but yeah.
Oh. Just a bit of brisk.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of spots where when the snow was the heaviest and such, our site supervisor there actually had to walk up the drift and over the chain link fence to get into the site so he could get to the skid steer to clear the road.
Great security.
Yeah, I mean, it really, though, it's not like I would encourage anybody else to try doing that. He's a trained professional.
Oh.
But because I traveled and just we had the holiday, last weekend, and I'm taking some time off because I'm at that point where come May 1st, I lose a bunch of time. So meant that I was like scrambling to get stuff done. But anyway, Kidder, to help me drown out this week that has been a week, coming to us from Normal, Illinois, it is the Distill Brewery. It is one of their Wild Sour series. It is the Dragon Fruit Mango. Yeah. It says, stimulate your senses with our sour ale, bursting with tart fruit flavors and aromas of dragon fruit and mango. Delight in the brilliant fuchsia color and vibrant taste sensation that delivers an invigorating experience with each sip. Cheers. Sour ale with dragon fruit and mango. 5.5% alcohol by volume, 7 IBU. I'm now kind of a little disappointed, Kidder. I did not bring down my triple B pint glass so I could pour this in so we could all see the fuchsia color if this beer really is that.
Oh, you mean like one of these?
Yeah.
Beerbluesbs.com. You can get your very own triple B pint glass. Many designs on there for the pint glasses.
Yeah, I can't smell the fruit, so we'll see how this goes. Woo! That's a good sour.
The look on your face.
It is kind of fuchsia colored from what I can kind of see into the can. That's really hard because the can itself is like black.
You need a light?
That's actually
I'll help you out.
It's actually what I was going for, Kidder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fuchsia colored. But let me just do this. For future Howard and for the prosperity of the show, we will try to take a photo. Yeah. Everybody can see my terrible photography skills. There you go.
Hopefully you put it in macro mode.
Nope. And I'm not going to go back and try it again. I got the shot. It'll work. Yeah. Like, I'm getting sour. I'm not really getting the dragon fruit and the mango. Like, the sour is overpowering it. I'm a little disappointed.
What you really need with that is a side of high chews, because they have a dragon fruit high chew flavor as well.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. Have one of those and the beer, and then that'll really get you set.
Yeah, I would expect just a little bit of a sweet, taste from that, but I'm not picking up that part. I really get the sour. So, little disappointing. Not my favorite of the Wild Series sour. Actually, I should say Wild Sour Series. There we go. Get it right. Somewhere there in the distilled brewery, there's a PR guy who's like, come on, get it right.
You see, that's why you don't name your stuff weird like that. It's just the distill sours. And then dragon fruit.
Yeah. If I have to give it a ranking, I'm going to give it a 2.5.
Low.
It is on the low side, but it's because right now all I'm getting is sour. I mean, it's not like their key lime pie one, where you had that, sour, but then it tasted like key lime pie, or some of the other ones I've had from them where it's like, I get the sour, but I get that. Hell, even their pickle beer that we drank on episode 106, you got the sour, but you also got it tastes like a pickle. I'm not getting that. I'm just getting sour. That's it. And that's a little disappointing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really wanted to like it. So it's probably getting knocked a little bit by me just because it just not the expectation of what I wanted tonight. But I'll survive.
Well, right. I'm glad that you will survive.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks to Local Geek for the brew here. No thanks to Local Geek for your brew, because you're screwing with them. And while we're throwing out shout outs and non-shout outs, I have to say a big thanks to Big Bada Boom for hitting up the Triple B merch store. And it's cool and kind of creepy at the same time. If you've seen it, which again, the pint glass is upstairs, and I've shown it on the show here before, but it's the design with my face and on it saying, I will have a water with hops and grain. Turns out it looks pretty darn good as a comforter. And big thanks to Big Bada Boom for visiting the Triple B merch store and purchasing his very own buddy of our very own brewmaster. So thank you for helping keep the show afloat. I am kind of surprised that he went with that comforter versus the Big D shower curtain, right? Although I wouldn't want to see that every morning when I'm coming in to go to the bathroom and take a shower. I'd probably scare myself and then thinks that somebody's there. The cookie gnomes are coming to get me.
Truthfully, I nothing against the Big D shower curtain, but I do think that I'll have a water with hops and grain is a much nicer, classier design, I would say.
Yes.
Than us just putting Big D's mug on a shower curtain.
True. Mm-hmm. But it's mostly opaque. So, I mean, if you're going for privacy while you're in the shower, I mean, you don't have to look. The face is on the outside protecting you. It's covering up. So it's a large amount of decency for you. It's really helping. I'm trying to sell it to the masses. beerbluesbs.com. Click the merch button and you can see it for yourself.
Anyway.
Or you can get a t-shirt or a mat, like a bath mat, or stickers. We have stickers. If you want a Triple B sticker to put on your beer fridge, we have those. Those look very nice. Very, very good. Mm-hmm. We have options.
Well, Kidder, while we're just coming off of what's on tap,
mm-hmm.
I saw this article and I thought it was worth us talking about. It's titled "Study: How Much Do North Dakotans Drink?" And this is from KX News, written by Brendan Rodenberg, and I'll just kind of read through a little bit of this. Whether it's throwing back a few cold ones over the weekend with your friends at your favorite bar or unwinding with a blue Hawaii cocktail after a long, hard day at work, as this reporter may or may not have been doing while writing this article, every adult loves to and deserves to have a nice beer, wine, or mixed drink every once in a while. But as many can understand, there's a fine line between having a leisurely drink every once in a while and becoming dangerously drunk. And this brings us it was his intro to, as I hop down here, the question that where's it? I'm trying to get past the fluff into the actual part here. But which states actually down the most drinks on a year-to-year basis? This is a question that not only piques interest, but, bragging rights. So drughelpline.org conducted a study to determine where exactly the most pints are poured across the United States. And this brings us, here we go, Kidder, the top 10 states for drinking. We have the rank, the state, and the average alcohol consumption in gallon per person per year.
This should be good.
Yeah. So here we go. And North Dakota is somewhere on the list. There's a tease for you.
Nice.
Coming in at number 10 is Alaska with 2.85 gallons per person per year. Way to go, Alaska. Number 9. Hey, it's the home of our Avalanche. It's Colorado at 2.88 gallons per person per year. Just beating them out in the number 8 spot. It's the Cheeseheads. That's Wisconsin, coming in at 2.93 gallons per person per year. That is a horrible thing for me to have to say after each one of these. gallon per person per year. Ugh. Number 7 is Idaho, coming in at 2.94 gallons per person per year. Number 6, Vermont. They'll be the first one breaking into the 3-gallon range with 3.06 gallons per person per year. Number 5, one of my favorite states, it's Montana, coming in at 3.10 gallon per person per year. At number 4, it's North Dakota, coming in at, and Kidder, you'll appreciate this, 3.16 gallons per person per year.
That's just because I live here, let's be honest.
I mean, I thought you liked it. I was waiting for that reference. I thought that would have been the leadoff, but anyway. Coming in at number 3 is Nevada at 3.42 gallons per person per year. Number 2 is Delaware, coming in at 3.52 gallons per person per year. And in at number 1 with 4.67 gallons per person per year. Kidder, do you have a guess?
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin was already on the list, man. They were
I know.
So.
Yeah. I may have pre-gamed.
Do you want to try again? Take another shot, another guess?
Minnesota?
Good guess, but it's not. It is New Hampshire.
It's all the bubblers. That's why. Lots of bubblers in New Hampshire.
And then we go down, Kidder.
What was the gallon per person in
New Hampshire?
Yeah.
4.67.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You want to know an interesting fact?
Go for it.
So just a quick math. The average person travels, rides about 13,500 miles per year on average in the United States. And on the 3.16 gallons of alcohol consumption per person, that means that we, as a person, get 4,272.15 miles per gallon on average.
All right.
If we were average consuming alcohol per mile per year and all that. But don't drink and drive. Don't drink in your car. Just keep the alcohol away from your car, unless it's in the trunk and you're taking it home to consume a few in peace.
Wow. There were a couple other just interesting ones in this study, including ranking them beer consumption per capita in gallons per year. I'll fly through these a little bit faster. It's only the top 5. But number 5 was Maine at 1.37 gallons per year. Number 4 was us, North Dakota, at 1.48. Vermont is in at number 3, 1.63. At number 2, it's Montana at 1.66. And at the top, number 1, New Hampshire at 1.89.
Wow.
So that's gallons of beer per year per capita. So
I made it number 1 on both ends of it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of bubblers.
Yeah. They also gave us here percentage of adults drinking excessively. So top 5.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Number 5 is Illinois at 21.2%. Number 4 is Montana at 21.8%. Number 3 is Alaska at 22.1%. Number 2 is Wisconsin at 24.5%. Kidder, want to guess who's number 1 at 24.7%?
It should be us.
It is us!
Wow. Hell
That's
yeah.
right. North Dakota leading the way in adults drinking excessively. And that brings us to our last of the kind of stats that we have on here, which was percent of alcohol-related driving deaths. So top 5 again. Number 5, Hawaii at 38%.
This isn't look.
Number 4 is Maine at 39.8%. Number 3 is Rhode Island at 40.4%. Number 2 is Montana at 46.3%. And Kidder, do you want to take a guess at number 1 at 46.7%?
Us.
It is us.
Yes.
Yeah. We're winning in kind of the wrong categories there, man.
Well, I mean, the last one, that's a bad one too, to be winning. I mean, if you want to drink and get wasted, stay at home or be smart, get a ride home by a sober driver. Because all you need is a 5 out of 10 sober drive, and then you got your BWRUN beer run.
Car and key helps too.
Unless they already have one. Because you don't need 2 cars.
I'm just throwing in the lyrics you missed, okay?
Well, somebody will pick it up on the back end there. It'll happen.
Yeah. Kidder, the thing that is always interesting to me, I don't understand drunk driving. Never have. It, to me, it's one of those things where after a few of these, I get that, that buzzed feeling, and it's like, why would I try and drive like this? I'm having problems walking. Why should I get in an automobile? Like,
You've got that buzzing feeling.
Yeah, I mean, as people know who have watched this show and know, like, this is my one beer tonight, and the reason is I'm the only parent here. If something were to happen, if I have to race my kids somewhere, I don't want to be so intoxicated I can't drive. So I'm just very much a stickler. I mean, is this one beer going to get me, buzzed? No. I'd probably be fine to drive somewhere after one. But it's like the more and I could probably do 2. When we used to do trivia down at TGI Fridays, I usually would drink 3 beers and then drive home. And I was fine. But now that I got kids, I just don't even risk it.
We were also kind of alcoholics because that was our weekly meeting.
A little bit. We've now moved to a digital weekly meeting.
Yes. Trivia Players Anonymous.
Yeah.
Speaking of, just as a quick note, and then I'll let you continue on, but this weekend is the audio trivia game again.
Oh boy.
That the guy sends out the clips to his email list, and I'm on the email list. And so we will see what comes through my inbox tomorrow, because it starts on Saturday.
So Kidder, here's what I would propose, because we've made a video out of this once before, and I think we should again.
Yeah.
But I want to change how we do it this time. And I think it'd be very simple. I think we should reach out to the Triple B family and see who wants to play. So just who would like to play this game and be on the show next week. Once we have that, if you send everybody the clips, and before the show, they are to listen to them and lock in their guesses. Because part of why the last video didn't work that well was because we were hearing it and there's a lot of dead space and then I have to cut it. Whereas if everybody had the chance to lock them in and you had to put down something, I think it would go a little bit faster. I think we'd ensure some guesses, cut down on some of the frustration a little bit. That would be my proposal of doing it. Because again, it's not like you can easily look these up.
Yeah, it's generally difficult. Even if you were to play the short clip on loop and then use a sound identification app on your phone, 90% or higher, it will not figure it out.
Yeah. So, but that way people have some time to kind of think and ruminate on it. Because if I'm not mistaken, with the actual contest, you get an hour or so to deal with the 8 clips you get in each wave. correct?
Oh, I'm just looking for the official rules. One moment.
I'll try and stall while you do. Because that's what I recall, was that it was about an hour, and that, gives you some time to think about it, maybe listen to it several times and such. And so that's why I think, like, if we find out who wants to play, everybody gets the clips who wants to play, and then we can easily turn that into a video of us guessing and cut down on the sheer amount of kind of plays and editing.
All right. So the way that this goes, it officially starts between the 14th and the 16th of April. So it's this weekend. It is the annual world's largest trivia contest. The approximate schedule is 4:30 a.m. is when the first round of snippets show up, due at 11:30 a.m. Central Time. The second set of snippets shows up 1:30 p.m. and is due at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And then the third set of snippet plays at 12:30 p.m. Sunday and is due at 6 p.m. that evening, Central Time. So 3 rounds essentially, and they're apparently, I don't know if we'll be getting these as well, but there are pictures to identify for the weekend, and they're thinking 1 or 2 might be artwork from an album cover or perhaps a sleeve or something like that. So I'm not 100% certain of what I will end up receiving as part of the end result here, but looking forward to it.
But that's my proposal. That's how I think we should try and do this, because that way that it gives people guesses, and then you get less of me sitting here going, I don't know. I don't have a guess, because that's boring.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be that bad.
Oh, man. I love your optimism.
I work very hard at it, so it's not dialed in or anything. Since we're speaking music, Kidder, there's some new music that came out today.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I'm almost done with this, and so it'll be a fitting time to pull that up.
Sorry, I was not trying to force you to get to your drink. It just was like a natural transition that, just seemed to set itself up. Like, oh, this is the way the conversation is going. Let's
Well, it just so happens that it was right at the right time because I'm out.
I still got like a third of this left.
Oh, you're fine. I have to bring this up because, yes, new music released today. It is out, and you can visit it on the streaming platforms and YouTube, just like Beer Blues and BS. YouTube, Spotify, everywhere else like iHeartRadio, Pandora, Stitcher, TuneIn, IMDb, Amazon Music. We're there too. Beer Blues and BS. Just search us. Please subscribe, like, and share, and all of those good things too. But yes, Howard Blues is correct. Today, it's Metallica time. It's a quick one. Throwing it out there. Bam! Like Emerald Lagasse throwing the seasoning, bam! Howard's old enough to know what that is and what that means. So, the new album, 72 Seasons, out now. You can pick it up for yourself if you'd like. You can also stream it on the appropriate platforms if you'd like to do that as well. And, well, I listened to it. Not all day today, but for a good portion of the day today. Here is the track listing, Howard. This is also if I remember correctly, the second longest Metallica album that they have released. This also features the longest Metallica track they have included on an album. So we'll get there. Track number 1, 72 Seasons, the title track to the brand new album released today, April 14th, 2023. That is 7 minutes, 39 seconds long. Then track number 2, Shadows Follow, 6 minutes, 11 seconds. Number 3, Screaming Suicide, 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Number 4, Sleepwalk My Life Away. That song, 6 minutes, 56 seconds. Number 5, You Must Burn, with an exclamation point. That is 7 minutes, 3 seconds. Number 6, the first single released from the brand new album, Lux Eterna. That is 3 minutes, 25 seconds, the shortest track on this album. Number 7, Crown of Barbed Wire. That is 5 minutes, 49 seconds in length. Number 8, Chasing Light. 6 minutes, 45 seconds. And that song, in title anyway, similar to Lux Eterna. Anyway, number 9, If Darkness Had a Sun. That is 6 minutes, 36 seconds in length. 10, Too Far Gone, ? That song is 4 minutes, 33 seconds. Number 11, Room of Mirrors, at 5 minutes, 33 seconds. And the final track on the album, Inamorata, which is 11 minutes, 10 seconds, the longest song Metallica have produced. That brings the entire album to 1 hour, 17 minutes in length. Very good. It's 12 songs. Just mentioned them all. Metallica's latest album, as I mentioned, and I was jamming out to it earlier today. You know, doing my research, right? Gotta have that in-depth research, listen to the tracks, listen to the album, look at the album art. The one thing I'm pissed about, two things I'm pissed about. Number 1, on Wednesday, they had an exclusive theater presentation debut, worldwide premiere of the album. Excuse me. It was the album premiered in IMAX theaters. We don't have an IMAX here. So the two closest locations were Brandon, Manitoba, and Winnipeg. Yeah. Not able to go up there. So I did not go to the theater event. And then the second thing about it, I could have purchased the t-shirt for it. Howard, I gotta say, not a fan of the pricing. It was like $39 for the t-shirt, front and back t-shirt to purchase. Now, I would purchase that at the show that says where the show was, the tour, whatever. I've done that, of course, in Newton, Iowa, and Grand Forks, North Dakota, and also in Minneapolis when they opened the U.S. Bank Stadium. But I do have to say I'll likely get the t-shirt in Phoenix this September. But again, to order a t-shirt, you're not even there. You're not even experiencing a concert in the flesh. It's a bit steep for me. So a little disappointed with that. But anyway.
Kidder, I do have to ask, because there's that theory out there, and it's been a while since we've had somebody review an album, but how's track 7? Is it the best track on the album?
Right. So let me go back to the track listing. Track number 7, Crown of Barbed Wire. As of right now, because I haven't listened to it on repeat for months and months, like I always do after a new Metallica album comes out, I would have to say no. Does not hold to that standard. Lux Eterna is a banger of a song at track 6.
Mm-hmm.
So it's close.
I when you were going through, I was like, we haven't got to it. It's a great chance Lux Eterna could be 7, and that would maybe actually finally be one right for that theory. But what would you say, Kidder, is your current favorite? What out of what you got? What's the one that you're like, definitely need to hear that one again?
Well, Lux Eterna is still. I've heard it the most because it was the first track released over a month ago. And so, well, probably 2 months ago, actually. And so I've heard it a lot. 72 Seasons is pretty good. And Screaming Suicide, also good. If Darkness Had a Sun gets stuck in your head, too. It's got a little bit of an earworm to it. So, man, it is kind of a toss-up, but I think I would have to go at this moment with Lux Eterna.
That's the only one that I've heard. I saw the others when they came out, but Lux Eterna was the only one that I had the time. At the time where I saw it, I'm like, oh, yeah, I should check this out. The other ones, it was kind of like, oh, I don't got time to check it out right now. I'll catch it later, and I haven't. So, but okay, interesting to hear. Interesting to hear. So
awesome. I'm hoping you get to hear the rest of them. For me, the physical album was supposed to be here today because the album released a guarantee from the Amazonian company, but they send it through the USPS, and so it takes extra however many days to get here for some ungodly reason. I hate it. Had I ordered it through the Metallica website and then paid the $8 for shipping, I would have had it today. But that's why I have other services like Spotify, where you can also hear Beer, Blues, and BS, the podcast, in the audio version for free. Anyway, that's why I was looking forward to and saved this one last week from the Potosi Brewing Company, brewed in beer's hometown. All profits go to charity. It's the Lux Premium Lager. Only 96 calories, only 2.9 carbs, and 3.9% alcohol by volume. This is a Wisconsin brew. All right. It's Potosi, Wisconsin. It's where beer is crafted, and that craft is celebrated at the National Brewery Museum. Want to go on a road trip, Howard? How do you feel about Wisconsin these days? It looks like it's in southwestern Wisconsin. There's the map of the state, if you will, with the little star, so you can see it yourself. The beer the beer I am holding is brewed in that town by its fine people in a small batch with the finest ingredients. We are Potosi. We are beer's hometown. We've perfected our craft with a clean, simply crisp, and deliciously flavored premium lager. This luxurious lager is crafted for the active spirit and only for those longing for a life well lived. I don't know if I should drink this. Make every move count. They're online at potosibrewery.com. That's POTOSI brewery.com. There's 8 IBUs in this beer. It's a 12 fluid ounce can and less than 1 gram of protein and no fat in this. What else do we have on here? Nothing else of interest. So, pop this into the North Dakota Fighting Sioux Yeti. Just want to keep it nice and crisp, like the brew makers of this beer intended. Just looking at it, it is pretty light looking. There is the golden color to it and nice bubbly nature, so there's enough effervescence. Smells like a light beer, so if that's what you're hoping for, then that's probably what you're going to get. That is light. So what I would have to say is that it is like a light beer of the main brewing companies, but a little bit more flavor, almost like the regular flavored variant of that company versus the light, but not as heavy. So somewhere between regular and light, it's Lux. It's a premium. You know, it actually reminds me of Grain Belt. It tastes very similar to your standard Grain Belt. So this is pretty good. I give it a solid 4. I could see myself drinking a few of these.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good rating.
Yeah.
Anyway. Kidder, we're talking new music, concerts, things like that. My favorite band is on tour this summer as well. That's right. Blues Traveler is they're going around with I think it's Big Head Monster. And I've been watching as they've been slowly like rolling out the tour dates for it. And they finally put out the rest of the tour through the summer. The closest they get, Kidder, is Mankato, Minnesota. And as much as I really would love to see Blues Traveler in concert, that's still quite the trek for a Blues Traveler concert. So, unfortunately, I think I'm going to miss them this year. One of these years, Kidder, I will make the pilgrimage down to Red Rocks in Colorado, where Blues Traveler does their annual 4th of July concert. They've been doing that since like late 1990s. So one of these days I'll make it down to that. So things to look forward to. I'm still working on this in case people are wondering. Almost done. And then I'll be switching to a can of A&W root beer. A nice nightcap there. So
Tasty A&W. And probably Big Head Todd and the Monsters, right?
Yes, that's correct. I was trying to remember the name because that honestly was not interested in what band was playing with them. As like, ooh, Blues Traveler. That was my focus. But
well, a boom, 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 boom.
Yes, Kidder. I said it's been a week, and I'm wondering if you've been having this. I don't know what it is, but for like the last 2 weeks, it seems like any purchase I make over a certain dollar amount on either my credit card or my debit card, like immediately triggers their fraud department.
You know what, my friend? That's a sign that you just need to stop for a while. That's a sign. Just stop.
The thing is, like, I haven't really even bought that much stuff, but it has, like, so I have gotten, Kidder, in basically 2 weeks, I have gotten 4 calls, 4 times where they have called me about a purchase, including the last one where like I literally hit buy and like I started the timer, and within 3 minutes I was getting a call. And it's like, if you had looked at my credit card history or my debit card history at all, you'd go, well, this is a regular normal purchase. Because the last one, and I watched it, the last one was Reaper Miniatures. And it's like, I made an order and I sat there, I started my timer, and yep, 3 minutes later, did you make a purchase from a Reaper? It's always some person who, one, can't say my name, but two, like, they, you can tell that they're like, I have no idea what the business is that you're buying from. A Reaper Miniatures? Yeah, that's me. Okay, did you make this purchase under duress? No. All right, we'll unfreeze your card.
Thank you.
Yeah. Another one was for a Kickstarter I backed. I backed it. The pledge went through and they collected their funds, and all of a sudden I get a call. Yes, a purchase from Kickstarter. Like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, it's been kind of annoying, Kidder, because it really is. I mean, 4 times in like 2 weeks. It's like, what the hell's up with you guys? Did you guys like get caught not making your quota of catching people, or
Probably. That's what I would have to think. So 2 stories. Brother Nico would always get the notifications. It's like via text every purchase that he made, whether the card was used or it was a virtual purchase. And it was always hilarious because, we'd go out to eat all the time. And they'd come with the check. Here's the card. Take it back. Swipe to get the cards and the approval. And then we're waiting for them to bring the slip out. So then you sign it. And ding! They ran it. And then a minute later, they come walking out with the actual piece of paper to sign with the tip and whatnot. Always thought that was hilarious. What is not hilarious is last month, some jamoke on the East Coast tried to open up an account, i.e. a credit card account at TJ Maxx under me, using my identity fraudulently, which is a crime, by the way. So after 3 hours of my time, I was able to sort that, lock down my credit, so not even I will be able to get anything approved. So take that, suckers. Screw with my identity, you bastards.
that's the stuff that just drives me nuts. Because there are people who do it, and yes, they're successful sometimes. But this is the reason why, Kidder, like, to check my email, I have to I've told you, because I travel a lot, so I get my email on my phone. But it's like, hey, you need to sign in. Okay, here, so I have to unlock my phone, and then I have to use that. Then I have to enter my password, and then it sends me to an authenticator app. That comes up. I have to go, yes, approve, and then it goes, hey, you need to put in the PIN for your phone, so I got to hit that again.
Yep. Been there, done that. And your password has to be an 18-character password that you haven't used in the past 62 years with non-matching letters or numbers in sequential order. And so it's one step and another step and another step. And then it needs a sample of your blood through your phone, and then take a selfie of yourself just to make sure that it matches your facial features. It's getting kind of ridiculous. But yet somehow these jamokes, with nothing else better to do than steal us poor people's money and identity, like, look, if you want to steal somebody's identity, go for somebody like Bill Gates. He has a lot of money out there. He can help. Do whatever you want to do, because he has enough money and people to deal with it. Me? The joke's on you, because I'm going to help you look for the money under the damn cushions in the chair here. Like, maybe there's $1.50 back here. Maybe there's about $3.50 back there.
I need about $3.50.
I would be looking forward to that. Which, having said that, if you want to sponsor the show, go to beerbluesbs.com, and please email us if you'd like your sponsor logo and name right here. And this segment could be brought to you by insert business name here.
I also just want to throw out the Triple B does not endorse the stealing of Bill Gates' identity. Please don't do that. Please.
Thanks for that. I mean, don't steal mine either. That's a dick move. Nobody wants my identity. Let's be honest here.
No, that has been the plague of my existence for 2 weeks. It's and one of them was Lefty bought, I think it was like birthday party decorations for little Mrs. birthday that we celebrated last week. And that set it off. So it's just like, come on. And especially since like the dollar amount, I don't really want to say what it is, but it's not like too like egregious of a dollar amount. Like we have definitely made the occasional like grocery and supply run to Walmart that is nearly double what the amount. So it's like, I got kids, man, and kids are expensive. Which, Kidder, I'm glad I can say we got another offer.
We did. Is this going to now be our ticket into stardom and fame and fortune?
I don't know that it's that. As I pull it up here for us to enjoy. But Kidder, I mean, you asked for a sponsor. Here we go. Here's a chance. Here's an opportunity for us as I share this offer with you. This is from.
Seems like a legit name.
Yeah, and it's some pictures of some gothic jewelry. Clearly, not just grabbed as like a Google, image search, but it says here, "Hello there. We're reaching out today because we believe your passion for gothic fashion aligns perfectly with our brand. And we would love to work with you and send you our products for free. If you're interested, please message our manager account." I'm not going to read that out loud, and Future Howard's going to block it out. But we look forward to hearing from you.
Oh, I wish that I could do filters on here, like on Snapchat, so I could have the goth, oh my god, kind of. I'm going to attempt to see if there is a
gothic filter.
A filter. Oh, there's a Mandalorian filter where I'm in the pilot seat of an X-Wing, I'm guessing.
And Brian does not drive an X-Wing.
Well, I don't know. It's that like Wars in the Star type thing. Or there's old Kidder. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here. Let me show you. Here you go. There's your Grogu and the whatever. Aren't you happy that I at least know the name of instead of Baby Yoda?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Star Wars, so doesn't matter. There's a heart filter. Look at that. Well, look at that.
This is now turned into Kidder Goes Through Filters.
Well, I wanted to find the filter, right? How about this one? Look at that. That's the filter that I really need, right? Just
Kidder. That's the guy who stole your identity.
It must be. That son of a bitch. This is what I have to say about that. I'm seeing flame. What the hell am I looking for again?
Well, we were talking about gothic fashion and jewelry,
yes, gothic,
and
right. Gothic.
then you got distracted with filters. You're like my son, who now, because we shared one of our assistant devices with my mother-in-law so that we could do drop-in calls so she could see the kids. And so my son will do call Nana, and you'll say, yeah, we can call Nana. Me play with buttons, because there's all sorts of filters and emojis and such,
right.
And he likes to play with those. So,
there's one. If that doesn't give you nightmares, I don't know what will. Whew. We'll just discard that one. Oh, there's one with
it's a shame you just
cat hugging my head.
I was gonna say it's a shame you discarded that. You could have sent it to me. We could have made it the thumbnail, and we'd call this episode Nightmare Fuel.
I think we're already there.
Right now, we're in danger of you just calling this kidder place with filters.
I know there has to be the goth one in here. Oh, look, there's one of me driving a car in the rain. Like the old noir, like we've done in this show so many times.
Twice. We've done it twice.
That's so many times. It's just outrageous. Just so many times.
Good times.
Somebody.
Yeah, I mean, Kidder's going to keep looking at this. I think we should move on to some other exciting, interesting stuff, like hockey. We should talk some hockey.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, Kidder put down most of the hockey. Well, actually, I guess we 50-50 put down stuff for hockey. The first thing that I guess I can say is sad to hear, Kidder, but the Chicago Blackhawks have decided not to renew the contract of Jonathan Toews.
Mutual decision.
Yeah. So will he continue playing hockey? We don't know. Is he officially retired? We'll see. Is anybody really interested in him at this point? Yeah. We don't know. But it's sad because he's basically played his whole career there. And he former UND Fighting Sioux player, so we've followed his career. So it's kind of like the one reason we could, give Rude Boy Kyle a pass for liking the Blackhawks. It's because he got Toews. Now, gloves are off, man. We have no.
I do have to say that's why I chose this shirt for this evening, because while this is a UND Fighting Sioux shirt, it is also the Chicago Blackhawks logo, and so it's kind of a 2-in-1. So, good job, Taser. Maybe there's a spot for you with the Colorado Avalanche. Maybe.
I don't think you're going to see him go there. We're too much about speed.
It's true, but I say that because Gabe Landeskog, who, of course, the captain for the past 10 years, Colorado Avalanche, had a press conference yesterday and unfortunately will not return this season. He's been out the entire season. It started in the bubble, if you remember the bubble from COVID, and having to, play in the certain environments. There was a bad misfortune, I guess you could call it, bad luck, that his knee, as he was skating by the bench, another player's skate was up like this. It ended up slicing right above his knee through, of course, the pads and whatnot. And he's been having issues through it. He made it through last season as best he could, had off-season surgery to do what he could to get back to being healthy. And, well, it hasn't specifically gone well. He's looking at also having surgery, and potentially, if it's as bad as what it could be, that might be the end of his NHL career.
I get that, and it's sad to hear that, but I don't know that you'd want to replace him with Toews. I think that you would instead promote somebody up, whether it's, Rantanen, McKinnon, one of those guys. And I think that you just bring in some new talent because, again, you are going to eventually have some of these other guys cycle out, and you need to start training the new guys now. So, but yeah, sad news to hear on that side. Since we're talking Avs news, do you want to you got some other tidbits to drop, to share?
Yeah, I suppose I'm not able to find the gothic hair flip with the gosh look. So that's just going to be what it's going to be there. A couple different things that I want to share. First of all, Howard, the Avalanche finished off the season tonight. The regular season for 2022-2023 is done. Your Colorado Avalanche, number 1 in the Central Division, back-to-back, baby, Central Division champions. Aside from that, our friend Mikko Rantanen over 100 points this season and 55 season goals. So he has set an Avalanche record, not a franchise record. He was working toward doing that, but he had a couple injuries, and imagine if he was on the ice every game, he would break the franchise record. Aside from that, it's the first time since if I'm doing the math right, it was the 96-97 season with the dynamic duo of Joe Sakic and Peter Forsberg, where Nathan MacKinnon and Mikko Rantanen both had over 100 points per player. So very cool with that. The Avalanche picked up the win tonight 4-3. Not only 28 seconds into the game, the Avs scored, but also with a minute 42 left in the game. Nathan MacKinnon scored his hat trick goal tonight to pick up the 4-3 victory over the Trashville Predators. So big congratulations to the Avs for the big win tonight and a win last night, 4-2 over the Winnipeg Jets. We also have home ice advantage for the playoffs. Looking forward to that. Oh, what else can I talk about? Yeah, again, round 1. You're probably wondering. Round 1. It's coming up. It's right around the corner. Tell us the good news. Well, guess what? It starts Tuesday for the Avs. And the Avs will play the Seattle Kraken. Dave Hackstall heads to Denver on Tuesday, April 18th at 9 o'clock Central for a puck drop of Game 1. Game 2, April 20th. That's Thursday. Game 3 is in Seattle, Saturday, April 22nd. That is also at 9 p.m. Central. Game 4, Monday, April 24th at 8 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Central. If necessary, Game 5 is on April 26th, Game 6, April 28th, and Game 7, April 30th. But of course, by the time this comes out, all of that will be in the past. So, go Avs, go. We'll see you in round 2.
Yeah.
What else can I tell you about the Avs? Kicking ass.
Well, I can't think of anything else. We can switch to sad news.
Do we really want to, though?
Well, I mean, it's mostly sad for you, because everybody who's been listening to the show knows that Kidder has developed a love of a town in Arizona, of Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And it was great because they had a professional hockey team, which meant that Kidder could go down and enjoy Phoenix and watch the Avs play. But sad news, it sounds like that will no longer be the case.
Oh, no.
Yep. The Phoenix Coyotes, the Arizona Coyotes, will now be whatever they do. I don't know if they're changing the name or not, but we're moving to Houston. They're going to Texas, Kidder.
Here's... I'm going to let you finish. Go.
That's all I had.
That's it? Okay. So, I don't quite put stock in that. I don't quite believe that, because they are in the process of building a brand new arena in the Phoenix metro for the Coyotes, because they were kicked out of Gia River Arena because Glendale didn't like dealing with the whole franchise and the club. They were behind on their rent by whatever, over $1 million, whatever it was. We discussed that last year on this very program. But they have, this past season, been playing in the University of Arizona's hockey arena, which seats, what was it, like 12,000? Less than that. It's smaller than the Ralph Engelstead, I think. Anyway, they've been playing there, had a special agreement with the University of Arizona to be able to play there. And from my understanding, which, again, it's been a while since I've looked up any of the information with this, but I was under the impression that by the 2024 season, that this new arena would be finished and they'd be playing there again.
And that could be true. This was just a headline that I saw. Thought it was worth sharing.
Oh, it's definitely worth sharing because, I mean, has construction started? I'm not certain. Has any movement happened? I do remember a press conference where Gary Bettman and other officials from the Coyotes were involved, and they were all adamant that Arizona, i.e. Phoenix, would not lose an NHL team, that it was absolutely paramount that an NHL team remain in the Southwest because Las Vegas is just up the road a few hours. Great rivalry could be developed between the two, having home and home series, a money maker for the region, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll have to wait and see. So there's still speculation out there about it.
It's purely speculation, folks.
Yeah. But Kidder,
Uh-oh.
I found an interesting graphic.
Oh, boy.
This is from a group called Hockey Reference. And what it is it's a graphic of the United States. And this is for 2022, the most viewed team pages by state. So looking at each state and the views.
Oh, I think I saw this. I'm calling shenanigans before you even show it.
Oh, so you've seen this?
I don't know if it's the same one. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you came across on the internet and if we came across the same thing.
Well, I was hoping you hadn't seen it because we could play a fun guessing game of, the state and could Kidder guess it. But if you've seen it, then you'll kind of know some of these more crazy ones that are on here.
I think the most searched team for North Dakota was it the Wild? I can't remember now. It's been a month probably since, if it's the same one.
Well, we can go through this, Kidder. We'll see how you do. Because, fun with trivia. We'll start. Do you want to start East Coast or West Coast?
Whatever, man. Let's get this pain train rolling.
Okay. Maybe we'll start with the really far out ones. Alaska.
Seattle Kraken.
Nope, it's the Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah, I'm already calling shenanigans on this.
Hawaii.
LA Kings.
New York Rangers.
Yeah, right. No way.
This is going to be good either way. Washington.
Seattle Kraken.
Yes. Oregon.
Seattle Kraken.
No, it'd be the Anaheim Ducks.
Idiots.
California.
LA Kings.
No.
Idiots.
It's the New York Islanders.
In what kind of fresh hell?
Idaho.
Anaheim Ducks. No, the Detroit Red Wings.
No, it'd be the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah, right.
This
is terrible.
Oh, this is terrible.
I don't have enough fingers. Okay.
Yeah. Nevada.
I sure hope it's the the Vegas Golden Knights.
Nope, they didn't win their own state. It's the Philadelphia Flyers.
What?
Yeah.
I don't put a lot of credit in this. I don't know if it's the same map that I saw.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, which is why I felt the need to share this.
Of course.
New Mexico.
The Los Angeles Kings.
Nope, it'd also be the Detroit Red Wings.
This makes no sense.
Oh, yeah, you want one that makes no sense? We're up to Utah.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
No. It's the Minnesota Wild.
Idiots.
Hopping back down here. Arizona.
Well, probably isn't the Coyotes. So, let's go with the LA Kings.
It actually is the Coyotes. They won their own state.
Wow. This is a terrible test.
Yeah. Colorado.
Well, damn well better be the Avalanche.
It is the Avalanche. Wyoming.
Also better be the Avalanche, but it's probably the Red Wings.
It is also the Avalanche.
Okay.
Yeah. Montana.
Those shady folk out there, I could see them liking something stupid like the Red Wings.
You're right. It's something stupid. It is the Columbus Blue Jackets.
What the hell?
No, this is great. Texas, kidder.
Dallas Stars.
You are correct. It's the Dallas Stars. Oklahoma.
Dallas Stars.
No, it's the Capitals.
Maybe these people were drunk when they took the stats on this. What state was that? It seems right.
Yeah. Kansas.
They seem like idiots and would like the St. Louis Blues.
No, it's the Ducks out of Anaheim.
What?
Yeah. That brings us to Nebraska.
I would think that they would have brains. Let's go with the St. Louis Blues.
It's not the Blues.
Of course not.
It's the Minnesota Wild.
Idiots.
South Dakota. The Greater Dakota.
Not for their choice in hockey teams, which I'm guessing is the Minnesota Wild.
You are correct. It's the Minnesota Wild.
Idiots.
I'm going to skip North Dakota. We'll save that one for last.
Because we're probably the Wild too for a bunch of jamokes in the state thinking that they're funny.
Anyway, going over to Minnesota.
Detroit Red Wings.
No, it would be the Minnesota Wild. Kidder.
I seem to think that there's a bias on the people who put the stats together on this.
Iowa, home of Rude Boy Kyle.
The Wild.
No.
No, is the Red Wings?
No.
No. Is the Blues?
No. It's
Then
the Colorado Avalanche.
Huh. Maybe I should move to Iowa. It's seeming better and better every day. It was like 60 there today.
Missouri.
St. Louis Blues.
Yep, the St. Louis Blues.
Okay.
I'll even give you this, Kidder. They're the only state that chose the Blues.
I mean, self-indulged much.
Yeah. Arkansas.
Washington Capitals.
No, it's the Hurricanes.
What the crap?
Yeah, this next one will get you too. Louisiana.
Washington Capitals.
No, it's the Minnesota Wild.
Idiots. Somebody from Minnesota wrote this because they think that all these states like the Wild. Nobody likes the Wild. And the people who say they like the Wild are just misguided and haven't realized that a better hockey team is just as far away, i.e. the Colorado Avalanche. Here's why. How many Stanley Cups has the Minnesota Wild won? 0. That's exactly how many people should like the Minnesota Wild. 0. Because they suck. Ryan Reeves is on the team. That guy's a freaking goon. Get him out of the league. Put him on commentary. That's where he's funny. Okay, what's the next damn state before I lose my
Mississippi.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
No, it's the Dallas Stars. Alabama.
Florida Panthers.
No, although the logo is a cat, be the Nashville Predators.
Nobody likes the Predators. Come on. Trashville, really?
We'll jump down to Florida here.
I'd have to say that the favorite of the state would be the Lightning. Oh, it's the Panthers? No. It's the Hurricanes? Carolina Hurricanes? No. The Washington Capitals? The Colorado Avalanche?
Don't. I'll put it with one of our earlier news stories. Apparently, there's some folks in Florida who are going to be a little sad. It is the Chicago Blackhawks.
What?
I don't know.
This article, you're going to make me swear. This article is crap. There's no way. 0.
You want to guess Georgia?
Nashville.
No.
The Tampa Bay Lightning.
No.
The Florida Predators. Or Panthers. Not the Nashville Predators. Florida Panthers. No. None of them.
No.
It's probably like the Los Angeles Kings.
No, it's like the Calgary Flames.
Idiots. I'm gonna have to find another beer. This is terrible.
South Carolina.
Carolina Hurricanes.
No.
They didn't even win their own state.
No, the Predators won South Carolina.
This is why I have trust issues. Okay, it's studies like this.
North Carolina.
The Carolina Hurricanes.
Yes.
Oh, they got tricked into because their home state didn't even like them.
Tennessee.
Well, I sure hope it's the Nashville Predators.
It is. They won their own state.
That's too bad.
That brings us to Kentucky.
Nashville Predators.
Nope.
Chicago Blackhawks.
It's the Chicago Blackhawks.
There we go. The Hawks win.
Let's do West Virginia.
New York Rangers.
Ooh.
Washington Capitals.
Nope. It is the Boston Bruins.
That's a bad choice.
Virginia.
Boston Bruins again?
Nope.
Washington Capitals.
Nope.
This sucks.
It be the Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah, right. Nobody likes the Red Wings.
Maryland.
Washington Capitals.
Nope.
Carolina Hurricanes.
No.
Boston Bruins.
Nope. Oh,
This is dumb.
this is where apparently all the Florida fans are because it's the Tampa Bay Lightning, which brings us to Delaware.
Washington Capitals.
Nope.
Boston Bruins.
Nope.
New York Rangers.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
New Jersey.
The Islanders.
No.
Rangers.
Yes. The New York Rangers. Connecticut.
Bruins.
Nope.
Capitals.
No.
Okay, this is terrible.
It's the Rangers. We're kind of up in Rangers territory.
I think there's a bias toward the Wild and the Rangers, and I'm calling shenanigans on this entire statistics.
Delaware.
Oh man, Bruins.
Yes. Massachusetts.
Okay. Well, I'd hope those massholes like the Bruins.
They do. It's the Bruins.
All right.
Maine.
Maple Leafs.
Nope.
The Flames.
Nope.
The Bruins.
Mm-mm.
The Rangers.
Nope. It be the Red Wings.
What?
Makes you wonder if dinosaurs got family up there.
Must have a lot of family in places.
New Hampshire.
Let's go with the Bruins.
Nope.
Really?
Really?
Okay. Rangers again.
Nope. Not the Rangers.
Red Wings.
It's the Detroit
Are
Red
you
Wings.
kidding me?
Kidder, this one's going to make you lose a gasket. Vermont.
Probably the Wild at this rate. Oh. The Red Wings again? Tampa Bay Lightning? Arizona Coyotes?
You won't ever get it, Kidder, because it's the Nordiques.
Okay. That just proves that this whole list is absolute dog crap, okay? And I'm saying that politely so Howard doesn't have to do any editing. Because Howard, unless I don't know that he did this, but some idiot put this list together and came up with some kind of BS facts that aren't actually true.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. New York.
Rangers.
Yes. Pennsylvania.
Islanders.
No.
Rangers.
No.
Red Wings.
No. It's actually one of the teams that's from that state.
Oh, I suppose the Penguins would be pretty big in that area.
Yeah, and it's the Penguins.
Hmm.
But I don't blame you for getting that one wrong, Kidder, because nobody likes the Penguins. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they, for the first time since 2008, did not make the playoffs. And then they club subsequently fired 3 or 4 people from the head office to the coaching staff.
this brings us to Ohio.
I can see them being misguided. So the Red Wings,
No.
the Penguins,
Nope.
the Rangers,
Mm-mm.
Blue Jackets.
It is the Blue Jackets.
Misguided indeed.
Yeah. We're getting to some easy ones as we're nearing the end of this torturous list. We got Michigan.
Red Wings.
Yep. Indiana. Home of the gentleman from Indiana.
Probably the Blue Jackets.
No.
No, the Red Wings.
No.
No. The Wild.
Nope. Kidder, it's your Colorado Avalanche.
Wow. That
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
This brings us to Illinois.
I should hope that the Blackhawks are the team of Illinois. They are not. Okay. So they are idiots on this again.
I'll tell you this, Kidder, they're not idiots.
Oh, the Red Wings? No, they're Avalanche fans.
They're Avalanche fans, apparently. Who knew?
Oh my gosh.
This Wisconsin.
Probably Red Wings. No. Yes. No. Wild fans. Avs fans?
Nope.
No, of course they're not. They're not cool. Blackhawks fans.
There you go. It's the Blackhawks. And Kidder, our last state, our home state, North Dakota.
Probably Wild fans.
No, it's not the Wild.
Blackhawks.
It's not the Blackhawks.
Red Wings, it's claiming. No. Is it actually saying the Avalanche?
No,
No, of
it
course
is
it's
saying the Boston Bruins.
That is full of garbage.
Yeah, so here you go. Here's the actual map, just so that people can see it. And I could have gone through Canada as well, but
Nobody cares.
well, hey, look, we got. I think that's Saskatchewan.
Yes, we got Saskatchewan. Manitoba for the Winnipeg Jets.
Mhm.
And Ontario for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah. So
And Montreal is the Canadiens fans there.
mhm.
What is that? Nova Scotia is Red Wings fans? Is that what I'm seeing?
yeah,
Maybe. And it's not. Is that the Northwest Territory? No, the Northwest Territories got to be the Flames and Oilers.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got this information or where it was sourced. It was just one of these random graphics that popped up.
Apparently, the toilet bowl of the internet.
Yeah, it's got some interesting pics and such, but I thought it was worth sharing. Thought it was worth, and it was. It generated some content. We got to see very angry Kidder.
Killed about 10 minutes, that's for sure.
Well, that's that is good because the show is coming close to an end. So, but I know there's another topic on here you want to talk about. So,
oh sure. Well, been watching a little television lately, catching up on some shows that have been out for a bit, and I'll talk about Picard next week because next week is the season 3 and show finale of Star Trek Picard. And so I might be a bit delusional and a bit out of it by the time we do our show next week. Because it'll be about 24 hours after watching that episode. And I don't know how I'm going to handle it. It's the end of an end of everything with Picard. So we'll see. But on the other end of not so affected by the content, interest level, that sort of thing, started watching Jessica Jones last week. It's a Marvel-based series on Disney Plus. And there are 3 seasons that have been produced between 2015 or 16 and 2019. They are available, again, as I mentioned, on Disney Plus. So we popped that on and started season 3 just a few hours before we fired this show up. So I've made it through seasons 1 and 2. Have to say, season 1 was interesting, had its curves here and there, and of course, David Tennant. Very good. And even him popping up later. Because you've seen all of it, have you not?
I've only seen season 1.
Okay.
Because, so Jessica Jones started off actually on Netflix, is where it started. And it was part of the Daredevil kind of offshoot. So there's Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist. And then they did Defenders. And so I was kind of watching them in that order. So, I watched Daredevil, and then I watched Jessica Jones with Lefty, and then I started watching Luke Cage. And so we never have cycled back to kind of catch the other ones because I was watching them in order, and she had no interest in seeing the other ones. So and I was in the middle of Luke Cage, and one of those
interest, or you got busy.
I got busy, and it's hard for me to find time to watch stuff without Lefty. Usually the evening TV time that we would have available, we're both there. So we'd rather watch something that we're both interested in and can watch together. So it's harder for me to find time to watch stuff on my own is kind of the deal. Especially since we've had kids. It's not like the old days, Kidder, where I'd come down to, my painting desk and I'd have my TV on and I could put on, a show and I could sit here and paint and watch and do that. That just doesn't happen. Now I come down here and I edit. That's what I do. And I have tried to kind of watch something else and edit, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. I end up having to go back because I also do the time codes and such. But season 1 of Jessica Jones was fine. It was good. I enjoyed it. The only problem I had with those Netflix shows was, it felt like they took forever to kind of build on some things. You just kind of okay, do something. It was they were very slow burns most of the time.
You should not watch Star Trek Discovery seasons 3 and 4 and probably the upcoming 5th season, because if you think those 13 episodes were very slow to get to something, man, it was slow to get anywhere with Discovery. But that's a whole other topic. I did think that at points it was dragging on. Like, okay, where is this going? Why is this person here, or this theme, or what are we doing? Like, let's go. But could have been worse.
Yeah, I think that they just were greenlit for more episodes than the story needed. Is kind of the problem.
I could see that, but good acting by David Tennant. So excited to see more episodes with him. And as a bad guy, it's the villain. A quick old change of pace.
Yeah, he does it really well. And interesting, because they were going for such realism with that series that, because he's called Purple Man, and the actual character in the comic books is actually purple. So,
like, entirely purple.
Let me one moment, please. Well, Howard does a Google search.
So that's why he has purple veins on his face after he gets the extra injections.
Yeah. As I said, they were trying to kind of play it off without. So there's your Purple Man.
It's very interesting. Why is he holding the puppet strings? Because he tells people what to do?
Yeah, because that's his whole power, is that when he touches somebody, or I think it's just somebody. But yeah, he can get people to do what he wants. David Tennant's performance was excellent.
Yes.
In it. But it is very much a villain that he kind of felt like he could do more with.
Probably watch Luke Cage after. Of course, he's in the first season. So we'll see what happens to him. Because he, well, you've seen the finale of season 1.
Of Luke Cage? No,
of Jessica Jones.
Jones, yeah.
Yeah. So, he gets up and just leaves, right? Here you go. And they never explain it, which kind of bothers me. And she doesn't care, I guess, because she doesn't mention it, right? He just disappears. There isn't even a, I wonder where he went comment. It's just not addressed.
Yeah. I'm sure that they have some interaction talking about that when you get to Defenders, but yeah, I'm about halfway through Luke Cage is where I was at. So it's not bad. It's just, as I said, hard to find the time.
Well, I think that might be the next one on the list. And when we get to it, I will report back with as non-spoiler reviews as I can.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Yeah. No other real movies or anything. That's pretty much been it. That and Star Trek Picard. Very disappointed that there's only 10 episodes in this season. Did watch South Park, although there were only 6 episodes in this season. And I have talked about that before, and the disappointment of 6 episodes in a season. But those couple little things there, and a little bit of Avs hockey.
Yeah, well, I haven't been watching much of anything. It's been a lot of work stuff, a lot of stuff with the kids, a lot of family stuff. So, my parents they bred one of their dogs, Ranger. So the they had puppies back on March 5th. So they brought the puppies down last weekend, and Junior and Little Miss got to go and play with the puppies, which, this meant we spent a day out there. It was good. I mean, the kids loved seeing the puppies. The only really downside to it, Kidder, was to identify all of these puppies. They put different colored collars on them. And Junior is really into the color green right now. Anything green is his. And so he kept referring to this puppy as his puppy. So when they went to load him back up to go back up to Washburn, there were some tears because his puppy was gone and it wasn't getting to come home with him and such. And on that kind of cute and sad bit of news, Kidder, we've been talking for quite a while, and I got a baby I need to go feed, so we better wrap this whole thing up.
I thought you had an offer.
I covered that. That was that gothic jewelry and fashion. I moved it up as it fit into conversation.
I gotcha. I thought you had something else to offer.
No, that was it. Just more people trying to scam us with stuff.
But what if it's like that Nigerian prince who actually had, millions of dollars and died in his apartment and nobody got the money?
Well, that's a real shame. And
I wish that we could have helped him by having some of the money invested into this show.
We should have just told him to go to, beerbluesandbs.com.
That's right. Because that's our home in cyberspace. It's beerbluesbs.com. We have the merch store on there. You can buy us a beer, buy us a round, buy us a 12-pack, buy us a 24-pack. I guess you could even sponsor us for like 6 months if you wanted to. Like Rude Boy Kyle, he threw $25 at us. Said, here you go. Thanks, Rude Boy. Keep us running for another half month. Or less. Quarter month. Something like that. Anyway, beerbluesbs.com. You can contact us from the website, beerbluesbs.com, and sponsor the show if you'd love to have your name and your logo all over the show and, well, get your brand out there. Speaking of that, quick cheap plug for Thomas and Moriarty's over in Mandan. Just one of the many local places to visit and support and help keep them in business as well. On top of that, we have the merch store, again, at beerbluesbs.com, where you can get a wonderful Triple B pint glass. Has the website on there so you don't forget it. And, of course, the classy Triple B logo. Or perhaps the Kidder's old-fashioned type pint glass with the design of the recipe Howard made, the Kidder's approved recipe right there. You got the simple syrup and zest of an orange peel and some whiskey or bourbon, the premium, of course, and dash of simple bitters. And the most important, that there's no freaking cherry in this at all. That's at beerbluesbs.com. I showed you the sticker as well. There's that, the t-shirts, if you want to get a t-shirt. Many things available, beerbluesbs.com. Even this wonderful metal sign that's hanging out in the background all the time. beerbluesbs.com. It's right over there. There you go. Check it out, beerbluesbs.com. Other than all of that, we are on all of the audio and video platforms out there. Maybe not all of the video platforms, but the main one is YouTube. youtube.com/beerbluesbs. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to us. Smash that sub button. You don't even have to click the notification bell because we would just love for you to be a subscriber of ours for free. youtube.com/beerbluesbs, or just go onto YouTube and search Beer, Blues, and BS. Again, as I mentioned, the audio platforms, we're on pretty much all of them, including iHeartRadio, Pandora, Stitcher, TuneIn, IMDb, Player FM. We are on Amazon Music, i.e. Amazon Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and more.
search your favorite podcast platform. Audio version, just go on there, type in Beer, Blues, and BS, and subscribe to us for free. Follow us, like the shows, listen to the shows, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. Please and thanks. Again, search Beer, Blues, and BS. Other than that, Killer Kidder shows on Spotify. You can listen to my personally curated playlist, now including the entire 72 Seasons album from Metallica. Yeah. Available. Yeah. Right there. Yeah. On Spotify. Yeah. So make sure you check that out too. And you can follow my playlist for free. Otherwise, join us on Facebook. Like our Facebook page. If you're on Facebook, search Beer Blues NBS, or just go to facebook.com/Beer Blues BS. Give us a thumbs up and follow our posts. Like our posts. We'd appreciate that. And if you're also on Instagram, we are there too. Give us a follow. Instagram.com/Beer Blues BS, or just search Beer Blues NBS on Instagram and give us a follow, please. And thank you. Anything else you want to touch on there, Howie Blues, before we hit the old road for this show?
No. Well, yeah. I don't have anything, Kidder. It's
all right. Well,
put it all in the main show. I'm
okay.
I'm out of topics.
Well, let's take it on home then, because summer's just around the corner. So make sure you get your Triple B merch on our merch store now, so you are prepared for those warm, awesome evenings out on the patio, out on the deck, enjoying a nice little fire and a couple tasty beverages with your favorite Triple B pint glass. That and more, beerbluesbs.com once again. So, for Howard Blues on the other end of this virtual thing, I'm the man, the myth, the legend, Mark Kidder. Thank you for joining us for this and every episode of Beer, Blues, and BS. Remember that there's free beer tomorrow. Keep your glass at least half full, and we will catch you on down that flooded Tucson highway. Have a good one. See you on the next episode of Beer, Blues, and BS.
All right. We got a show. We got a show.
It's in the can.
In the cloud.
I suppose it is once you hit the big red stop button.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, ooh.
You have been listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and BS. If you enjoyed the show, help others find out about it by rating the show or leaving a review at your podcast listening service of choice. Thanks for listening, and may your glass never be empty. UA Productions presents A Glimpse Behind the Curtain.
So, what do you do here? Let's see where to put that.
You know, I was gonna say that yes, we should talk about the new Metallica. I did see that was out today. But what I was gonna say, Kidder, you know, not to make it sound like you got like nothing to do and you're just sitting around, but this would have been a great opportunity to launch the Triple B like game streaming, you know, side of the business, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, done some graphics. I mean, you already got the Steam Labs stuff going, you know?
Kyle and I streamed
after we were done being live.
I know. Because as I was crawling into bed, my phone goes delete. I look at it, it's like 213 is streaming on Twitch. I'm like, that guy's a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, not at all.
So, but no, it's just like, that would be, because the thing about like streaming gaming content is you kind of have to do it regularly and such. Build your audience. It could work.
The problem is having people watch, though. You gotta have somebody watch.
Part of that is like playing the right games. The stuff that's out and popular, and you can play the old stuff if it's something that was popular enough that people have nostalgic value of it. That's a big part of it. Flashing lights not going to bring them in.
Man. Helicopter just went over so loud that I could hear it through my headphones.
Interesting. Yeah. Did you get a chance to see the Are you wondering if you're blurry?
Yeah.
You are. This is back to like, 90s kidder.
Oh, here. Let me fix that. How about that?
That's the kidder that we all, like seeing in high def.
That's better.
Yeah.
Yes, I did see the thumbnail.
Oh, I was going to say, did you see the episode? But
I have not seen the episode yet. But it's, of course, available at beerbluesbs.com or on facebook.com/beerbluesbs or youtube.com/beerbluesbs.
now I'm not going to put this in the behind the curtain, because I try to keep that, plug free, because it's supposed to be like you're seeing our authentic behind the scenes talk and banter, not the, show talk. So
that's what you get. Something else to discuss for the show tonight, but something else. Well, he froze. Now that's something.